of a therapy session at the Emotional Wound Clinic. This is Allison, your favorite therapist. I'm talking, dragging. I'm sorry for talking like this because my throat chakra has been blocked. So apparently, you have been having a hard time communicating. This is a couples counseling session. I didn't mean for it to be, but this is what Spirit has led me to do. Um, to do advice checking, romance advice, relationship advice. And this could be any type of relationship. So you have to take it as it resonates, okay? Take it as it fits. Some of these people will be couples, some of these will be friends, some of these will be exes. I read past, present, future confirmation. So there's plenty of content to catch up on. Again, confirmation, let me close this door because I got a feeling that we're going to get a lot of confirmation on that one. So I've already cleared the energy, but I'll clear it again with transmute. And we make blind, deaf, and dumb all monitoring spirits that come to steal, devour, and destroy. And I ask for all the viewers and myself to be protected in divine white love. And we ask for clarity and understanding and growth, a growth mindset. Okay, so you or your person, you'll know this is your reading. If you or your person works at night, maybe you have a nice car, a nice vehicle, maybe you like to wear black, maybe you just look really nice, maybe your partner is an older person, maybe they're black or indigenous persons, definitely probably an older person because this is the 1980s Barbie. So definitely an older person. So if that's you, then stick around. Something about night and something about an older person. So Sophia's here already. She's gonna tell it like it is. So Sophia, she spirit is coming through, like seeing you as this energy of I love Sophia. She's so cute. Look at the little beads. Oh my gosh. I love these. A client got these for me, and I always wanted to know what I was going to do with them, and so I just saved them for the perfect thing. This is so perfect, right? This is like the perfect thing. Um, because I can't give advice as a therapist, but you sure can get advice through Sophia and through spirit and through your ancestors. So it's just like so cool. So if it's harsh, it's because I'm trying to learn. So if Sophia energy, she does not play. So you're coming through. One of you is coming through with this lion energy, very strong, very wise. Even cat like they may be up at night, a night prowler. They do this like kind of work, and then rest. Rest. It's this lion energy. They work and maybe batch things and then they rest. And then the other one of you is coming up here as very family oriented, maybe slower, or maybe one of you is even bigger than the other person. So also something specific too. And I feel like this is going to be a very specific message for people. So this will not resonate with everybody. And that's completely fine. But one of you is coming in, charging very fast towards trying to create calmer waters, but you haven't been able to do so because it's betrayal. This betrayal, this backstab, this. There's a lot of hurt here, and a lot of hurtful words, a lot of sarcasm, a lot of defensiveness. And this other person's coming out here as a very innocent person. And this could have been like a red flag. And maybe one of you is the red flag. Or, and maybe you see your own red flag, whoever you are. Maybe you see their red flag. A red flag is shown here. One of you guys is throwing a red flag. So I'm going to speak like Sophia. One of you guys is doing something that she ain't got no business. And there's a red flag being thrown here. There's betrayal, there's backstabbing, there's lies, a lot of heavy burden here. A lot of faking, pretending to be something that you're not, that one of you is not. And I see here this calm of water that you can't get to is because of jealousy. It only seems like they can't get to this calm of water because there's an insecurity here. So maybe there's a need to ask yourself, do you want what you think you want, or you just want what you think other people think you should want? Because this card here, coming out here, is yeah, I remember this scene. So we're looking at the Five of Cups. So there's been, not five, I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups. So there's been I just saw five down here. So it could have been like, maybe you lost five relationships. I don't know. Something about five too. Maybe even saying 555. Okay, so maybe you're jealous of your person having. Oh, you're jealous of your person being able to go on with the show. So even though there was a mistake, or and something looks clumsy and stupid, they're able to still sing and dance. Because if you remember the scene in the movie, one of them kicks over the see the orb. We saw that. I don't know if you saw that. That was cool. We saw that. One of them kicked over the stereo, and after they did that, um, it was like, what do we do now? Do we keep singing or do we just walk off stage? But Caddy just started singing and dancing anyway, and then the whole crowd joined along. And that's kind of, maybe you're jealous of the fact that one of you is able to do that. I kind of got ahead of myself. So that's basically what it is. It looks like there's a bit of jealousy here because you're not able to do that. And there's a need for you to self care. So I think you're trying to self care. Towards you're rushing towards trying to figure out how to go to calmer waters really fast. And you're doing so and doing self care. Um, Maybe you're trying to tell yourself the same thing, that things look good when they don't, and I think it's a little bit different than what this person's doing. I think you have a different kind of mindset than they do. Or they're actually embodying that you're actually, whoever this other person's in a delusional state. So spirit, and when I say delusional state, it's not it is delusional, but it's just because you're sitting in your thoughts, and that's what happens when you don't go to therapy, right? When you don't see people like myself, professionals. When you sit in your thoughts, you can end up in a delusional state where people compliment you and you think that they're telling you the truth and they're really not. So in this part of the movie, remember, Regina George tells her, "Oh my God, I love your skirt," and then she walks away and says, "That's the ugliest effing skirt I ever saw." And like, so she really thought that Regina George thought her skirt was beautiful, and so maybe there's a piece of you that's still taking things that people have said to you and still walking around like, yeah, maybe that's not so bad. Yeah, my throat chakra's blocked bad. She was like, I mean, it was clear all the way from to now. It's ridiculous. Um, One of you, who I don't know who this is, um, I'm gonna, whoever's been sitting in their thoughts and not making any actions, whoever is like thinking about moving, thinking about traveling, thinking about going somewhere, if that's you, then you're that person. It feels like you're thinking about moving, thinking about going somewhere, thinking about what you should do next, thinking about what this next plan of action is, but there's no forward movement, and the movement is very slow. But you want to offer something to someone, but you're coming in with this offer with these different, still clashing. Well, let me see. I don't know if they're clashing. Let me see. Clarify this. Okay. So you're coming in because there's something that you invested in, that you put I think you feel that you put a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of money. Seems like you put a lot of something into this, and now you're like, I don't know what I should do. I don't know which choice I should make. Should I choose my heart? Should I choose my mind? Should I choose the mask? Some of you are still thinking of choosing the mask. Do I choose the house? Like, what do I choose? Which relationship, what suits me. Um, okay. I got this. Queen of Swords, okay. We have a person on the board. You want to balance something with a person who's got no words for you. That's what's hidden. You want to balance something out with someone who you're not talking to. Maybe you're in no contact with someone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But you want to balance something out with someone. Let me see. What is this that you want to balance? Whatever is hidden is hidden really good too. Because you're sitting on this. Okay. You want to so a tower happened. So something burned all the way down to the ground over something, and it was something careless too, because this is Shady Pines. How it burned down was over a hot plate that Sophia's friend was burning. So it was something that was truly careless that didn't even have to happen, but it was very destructive and it caused a lot of problems. And you want to balance that out with this Queen of Swords, because this person is your wish fulfillment. Whoever or whatever this person is, they give you a lot of whoever or whatever this person is, they give you a lot of fulfillment. They give you a lot of love. You get a lot of, or at least you feel very fulfilled with them. Like they're the whole enchilada. You feel very fulfilled with this person. Tell me more, Spirit. And you may have been previously stuck, but I don't, and in your thoughts, but I don't feel like you're stuck anymore now. It feels like you're trying to do the right thing, or you have intentions to do the right thing. And let's see what's this right thing that the viewer is trying to do. You're trying to walk away towards something that's very beautiful and peaceful. You're walking away from something, you're leaving something behind, and you're walking into something that's unknown. What are you leaving behind and walking into? You're walking towards this Queen of Cups. You're walking towards this person who you, I don't know, whoever this Queen of Cups is, it could be. Take it how it resonates. This one could be masculine, this could be feminine, but you're coming towards this Queen of Cups. Or at least you want to. And they're, yeah, the High Priestess. So this person may be gifted as well as a reader, or they're just intuitive. They could be evangelist, they could be a reader, they could be a healer of some sort, but this is somebody who has extreme inner knowing. They know divination. Even if they don't do reading themselves, they just tapped in. They know source. Like God talks to them all the time, even if they don't do readings. And it looks like you want to be their counterpart. Let me see. Tell me more about this King of Cups. You want to balance that out. That's not balanced right now. That's imbalance. This King of Cups, this emotionally stable person. Yeah. Maybe you feel like you don't have anything to offer. If this is a male, if this feels like this feels like a male energy reading. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna do it intuitively. I don't feel like this is a divine feminine reading. I feel like this is a divine masculine reading. I don't feel like this is for the feminines. This is for the masculines. If you're a masculine energy, this is probably your reading. But if you're a cross watcher, obviously you're gonna have to take that. If you're a cross watcher, you're gonna have to take this as it resonates. But I can tell you right now, the energy that is coming through is the energy that I want to speak to. Is a male energy, but it doesn't have to be in a male body. This could be a female and masculine energy. You could be lesbian, LGBTQ plus. Take it as it resonates. But whoever is the more dominating person in the relationship, you know who that is. You know who you are. Stop playing games. So that person, King of Pentacles. Maybe you feel like you don't have anything to offer. Maybe you don't feel like you have a home, stability, investments, 401ks, crypto, whatever. Maybe you feel like you don't have anything to offer. And this maybe makes you feel hurt. Maybe makes you feel, and maybe you have physical loss. Maybe you've actually been physically hurt. Maybe there has been hurt. Maybe you hurt them. Maybe there's just been hurt in general. Pain, extreme. And when I say hurt, I'm talking about physical, like actual in the real world. This shows up where people can see it, the hurt. That has you in confusion, perhaps. and some type of heavy burden. So if that's you, if this is how you've been feeling, you you have this card here. It says find an oracle, and I think that's very ironic because I am an oracle, right? We're here. That's super interesting that this popped out. Psychic services, walk-ins. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm technically doing a walk-in. You're getting a free service where where I'm telling you what you got going on. A random stranger, open. And this could be because Spirit's saying that whatever has happened in your life, you obviously experienced a great crumble. You got the Tower card twice in two different decks. So whatever has happened to you has been an extreme upheaval. Maybe things that you thought were going to be beautiful and lush are absolutely not. And you could feel like things are not fair. Whoever you are, you're apparently in spiritual court. I can tell you if you're with me in the emotional wound clinic and you actually resonate with my videos as, the person like, damn, that she talking to me low key, but you don't like the videos and you don't comment because you don't want anybody to know that you low key like a narc, then you are in spiritual jail. I'm letting you know that right now. You're in spiritual court. And you're like, well, how long is my sentence and all that? We can talk about it. You do have to pay a penance. When you do things to people, there is a price to pay. You can't, that the Christians, they lie to you and say, you can just go say, Jesus, forgive me, and it's all good. That is a lie from the pit of hell. That is not how that works. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So whatever you put out, you have to get that back. People don't like it when it comes back to them because they got to eat it. So if that's you, then my bad. It is what it is. Well, not my bad, but I hope that doesn't hurt you. That's how the judge would talk to you. I mean, if you're in court, she not gonna have that. You feel me? Like it is, bro. I saw you on the tape, bro. What you want me to say? How you want me? What you want me to say? Nice, like what you want? What you want? If you was doing something you had no business. So maybe poetry is something that is significant between you and this person. Obviously, whether you've been mean or disrespectful to this person, if you stay to the end of this video, you clearly love them. You've just been loving them in the most toxic, harmful way ever. It's like a puppy, that's been abused and hurt. When you go to touch it, it may nip at you, but it don't know that you really love it, that you're trying to help it. So maybe you've been doing that to this person because of unhealed trauma, unhealed wounds. That's not an excuse, for it. Obviously, you're not going to let the puppy keep biting you. People have to, put a muzzle around and shit. Like people do things, put it in a cage. We do something to make it go, to stop doing that. Oh. One of you must be a YN because I just channel like all type of just like my energy just changed. Like whoever you are, y'all must be really super down to earth, very laid back, because my energy just shifted to from la 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 I'm Allison to anyway. So you may think they're very beautiful. Their words may be beautiful, and again there may be poetry or songs between you two. And it also shows a need to write. I feel like I want to give one more oracle card, just advice, spirit, something that they can meditate on if this is the collective and they don't want to comment, they don't want to like it because they're scared people want to know that this them. Give them some advice. Wow. What? Are you thinking about smexy time with them? Oh, God. Y'all are ridiculous. You're definitely in my avoidant attachment group. You are. You're my clients. Because my clients would say some crap like this at the end of a session. So you think she's doing something with somebody else? Oh my, did you just ask me that? We just got finished talking about all the cognitive distortions. You just asked me. Did you just ask me, do I think that they're sleeping with somebody? I'll see you next week. Same time next week. They can't do nothing but laugh. Oh my God. Advice. Oh gosh. Okay, so the advice is, Spirit, why are you telling me this? Okay. You are overindulging in something. You're overindulging in either thinking about them smexy time or you thinking about smexy time and you want to do smexy time with them because it's coming up on the jealousy card too. Maybe you're thinking too much about them. It's a lot of overindulgence. Maybe you're thinking about them getting pregnant. I don't know. Thinking about them building a home. Maybe building a home with them. These are two women in here, so this could be an LGBTQ plus reading. Doesn't have to be. Take that as resonates. Again, there's two cards that do show that here. Spirit says really just rest, maybe take a bubble bath, and perhaps think about a fresh start. Maybe change your hair, go do your hair, do something do something for yourself. You got the self-care card, okay? Maybe perhaps learn the stages of grief, learn what grief is. Like literally, there's 5 stages of grief. Learn what grief is. See what you could do with it. What could make that better. Go see a therapist if you don't know. If you're like, I don't know, I want to see a therapist, just keep coming back. Just keep coming back. If you're like, I'm not gonna do that, just keep coming back, okay? We'll unpack it one session at a time. Might take you slower with me though. All right, manifesting. This is a fast way. Do those. Ooh, that's a great, thank you, Spirit. Great one. So manifesting. Don't try to manifest them back. Work on yourself. Don't worry about them. They are, whoever this is, especially if they're older, they ain't thinking about you. They doing their own thing. Right? I love you. To yourself. I am love. My voice matters. Abundance finds me. Instead of saying I'm an F up, it's okay to make mistakes. I'm a human. I'm a spirit having a human experience. You know, light candles for things like this. I am courageous. Light a candle just for that one. I'm abundant. Abundance finds me. Light a candle just for that one. Go find a beautiful candle at Barnes & Nobles and say something beautiful about yourself. You don't have to use a crystal, but if you want to make the intention more powerful, do so. But manifesting one-on-one is sitting with yourself in the quiet and imagining yourself being these things. And then turning the corners of your lip up just for a split second. And you keep practicing that every single day, or as much as you can. Just turn the corners of your lips up as you envision yourself having a voice that matters. What does that feel like? See your voice. See how your mouth just turned up? That's all it takes. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming to Sophia's session. Who am I going to do next? You have to stay around for the next one. I think we're going to do Blanche. Hopefully she's more raunchy. Sophia was direct, right? Yeah. And for who needs to hear that, stop being sneaky. Ugh. Y'all better stop that shit. For real. You're going to create more karma.